This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so today is Tuesday, March 24th, and as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so few things to look at that are going on out there, but most of it, I only have a few new things that we really have that we're going to be looking at. Most of it's going to be exactly the same stuff that we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. So let's start with IMAC, IMAC. So pushing up to that too, okay, one of the things just looking at it, coming back to these prints is, they definitely had good buying. All right, but just not, again, at those highs, really towards that two level, what we want to do is we want to see the prints that show us that we're actually going to be able to break this. And if we come back all the way to, basically 830 and before 830, you can see it really never gave that great buying towards the highs. You have a little bit right here, but then you saw mostly selling coming in at that 190 point, and then we on our way back down. So unfortunately, it doesn't have as much as we really would ever like to see. And it's just, we've been seeing that a lot with especially the stocks that make some big pushes during the pre-market. Once we get into towards the highs of that, we're just not really seeing as much. Now there is a little bit there, but like I said, not enough for us to really see a high percentage trigger coming towards it. What we're going to need is to see a lot more buying during this consolidation, which shows us that we're going to be able to get back up and break past there. As of right now, I'm just not satisfied with that buying. Next thing looking at is NVAX. So NVAX is another one where we've traded before, but it hasn't been on our list pretty much every single day. But definitely going to be looking at it. Coming to that 15 level, we did get some sell prints that came into here. But it was kind of a little bit mixed. It was kind of followed by ask. It's been in a consolidation pretty much the entire morning. So we definitely need to see it kind of get away from here and just get a better show of hand to something. But it does keep seeing, we do keep seeing some selling prints coming in at that 15. And then obviously, followed immediately by, because it's in a consolidation, immediately followed by those ask prints. All right, one thing about this is that I was able to get shares this morning. So go out there and make sure that you can get shares. And the range is looking like it's going to be really, really nice this morning. So definitely something that tells us that we're going to be able to let it kind of get away from that 15 a little bit more. It's just so we don't have to kind of play the games within there. Remember, 15 being such a big psychological number, we just constantly see shakes that go on during that time period. So because of the fact that it should have such a bigger range, we definitely have a little bit more room to play with, and getting away from that 15 level. All right, now I have two side list stocks, AYTU, okay, which we can see yesterday, the amount of buying that stayed in that consolidation the entire day. There's no way in the world they meant to, they were looking to make 25 cents in the aftermarket and then just let it kind of fall off. So I'm going to be watching this one pretty closely. Remember, it's got the buying for at least 250. It just needs to get out of this quant type personality that it's just been stuck in from past 2 days. And then IVR is another one I'm going to be looking at. And the reason I like IVR is that it's on our bottom of our side list, just because I'm a little worried that we're not going to get any type of real trading volume coming into it. But the reason I like it is you could short it too. And when coming into this morning, you can see the range has been pretty damn big for such a cheap stock. And it doesn't take as many prints as you would really think to kind of get this thing to move 50 cents, or in this case 50 cents from 350 to 4. But even this morning, coming down from 550, the orders were so thin, and they're still so thin. That's where we're really getting this big range from. So even though it's a cheaper stock, it's definitely going to be more advanced because of the fact of these orders are just non-existent. You can see the spread is only 10 cents right now, but it's been jumping around big time. All right, so overall, it's certainly something to be looking at, but like I said, it is towards the bottom of my list just because, based off of the prints that we have in it, I haven't seen any real, great show of hand or anything besides, that happened yesterday in the PM, but early this morning, I've seen nothing but selling. So this really looks like it's jumping up, and we're going to end up coming right back down. But remember, you are able to short it. Now, a few things that obviously we're going to have to be looking at anyway, and it's just the fact that it's not something that is going to be new to our list. Is obviously BA. I'm still going to be watching this one pretty damn closely because look at the range on this thing. Yesterday, almost 21 bucks. This morning, we're already talking about $8, more than $8, almost $10. Coming into that move. So it's another one where I'm going to be watching pretty closely. It hasn't really given a great show of hand yet, but it's just a huge move, and it's been a really great trade. ZM has been on that same level. So it's another one that's an everyday stock. So I'm not going to go over it every single day, but make sure that you're keeping this thing on your list because it's just been trading so well. All right, we want to look at CCL. CCL is another one this morning that's actually, that's making a really nice move. I hate to put it on the list just because it's one of those stocks now that that until this is over, we have to be paying attention to it. All right, and it's actually a very smooth trading stock with a big range. I mean, you can see how much it's moved already during the pre-market today. Now, again, just not really seeing the greatest of show of hands out there. You can see we have between the bid. We definitely have buying coming up to that 14. Just nothing really to show us that setup coming in. And then the daily chart really looks like, because it popped out, we really have a lot of congestion. So going to need to see a little bit more in something like that. Alex Olden says NCLX. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Holds all the variables. I mean, I wish it had some controlling prints at 12 coming back up to here, because 1250 is a psychological level. It's going to be a harder one to be able to actually hold. And, the same thing. It almost looks exactly like CCL. So absolutely. We'll put Norwegian Cruise Lines and the CLH. The only thing is that since these have been there, it looks like CCL has always traded better. So that's why, when I bring up the cruise lines, I always say the CCL. It's just been a better, more elongated trade since those things have been moving. And then MGM Resorts. I mean, 10 to 11 doesn't look so bad. That's a nice show of hands. Yeah, absolutely. We'll put that one on our list too. I'm not a big fan of how it really normally trades, because it doesn't usually really have any type of real range, but certainly with these prints, certainly something that we need to pay attention to. Big show of hand, 11 ask side. So I'm going to be expecting pullback and then obviously move towards that upside. All right, guys, anything else out there that I missed? And then AAL, take a look at too, but look at those prints that just came in at 12.15. Very interesting right there. AKER, let's take a look. It's not bad at all. The only thing I don't like is that these ask prints came on the way down. I usually like to see them on the way up, but overall, it's still going to have the same type of effect. So, yeah, it's a little bit more of a sideless stock, but it definitely fits the criteria. Nice prints there from 340 to 350. All right, guys, let's get ready for our morning. Remember, class is going to begin at 10 a.m. That email is already sent out. So if you have any questions, please, please let me know. Other than that, I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.